Hello.
Hey,
Hey. How's it going?
pretty good. I gotta do something real quick before I actually start. Um, but just because you're in here now, I think I can resend this. Hold on. I want to try and I want to try and add you as a friend because I don't think you're friends with me on here yet.
Okay.
Um, it's wild underscore chic, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's see.
Capital SNW.
Okay, let's try.
Yep.
Do-do-do.
It says the friend request from Wedgie Ninja has expired.
Yeah, it expired like literally 2 seconds ago. Here, try that one.
There we go.
Okay. And now
We are
I
officially
gotta go
friends
do
now.
something. I gotta go plant some cilantro in my backyard.
Oh,
So
fun.
I will be like right back.
All right, no problem.
Hey Gunner, how you doing? We'll be getting started in like a minute or two. I gotta go do something real quick, but I'm gonna be interviewing the wielder of two of the ancient weapons that are on my server, and we're just gonna be talking about fun stuff. So it'll be fun time. Stick around. You think the cilantro's ready? Okay, I am back. Cilantro is in the ground, in the garden, ready to grow. Good to go. Alright, let's see. Alright, Sheik, I am back.
Ayo.
Cilantro's in the ground, in the garden, ready to go, ready to grow.
Sounds nice.
I've been gardening a lot lately with the whole end of the United States looming over the around the corner, basically. And I'm like, yeah, I should probably become a little more independent. In case you know
Yeah, I grew
stuff
up
like
with
this.
gardens. My parents love gardening.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is
Um,
fun.
right now I've got like 8 strawberry plants and some jalapenos and like 3 tomato plants. And then
Mm.
cilantro I just put in the ground. And then I've got some green onion. Basically anything I can keep alive.
Yeah.
Anything that is willing to grow.
Strawberries are really nice. The hardest thing to grow for us are tomatoes because
Really?
they just don't like the area we're in, I guess, or
Huh.
the soil.
Interesting. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, dude, like our tomato plant, like it's been kind of weird. So I've grown almost all of my plants from seeds. Like my
Yeah.
tomato plant, I grew with like a tomato seed, and
Hmm.
it's been like over a year now. And
Yeah.
like the first time it gave us tomatoes, it gave me like 1 tomato, and I was like, "Wow, yay! I can throw this in my salad today." Like after like 6 months, but now it's actually getting kind of big, and I think I've got like 12 or 15 tomatoes on it right now.
Nice.
So yeah, it's actually doing okay.
Yeah,
Um,
before we moved to where we live now, we used to get a lot of tomatoes, and I remember every like year when we'd harvest them, we'd make homemade pasta sauce, and it was just the most delicious thing.
like Italian style pasta sauce,
Yeah, I think so.
like
I was
legit.
young. I
That's
just
cool.
remember it being really yummy. Better
Where's
than
my?
store bought, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I need to find. There it is. Okay. I also just realized that I can't really watch the chat on my computer while I do this, so I'm finally gonna
I
hook up
can
my
watch it for
laptop.
you.
Well, like, and I also like reading off the notifications when people like sub
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever, or they follow.
Man, you
And
get
I hate alt
subs,
tabbing.
lucky.
Bro, I wish I had subs.
I got someone donating bits to me for the first time
Oh,
two
that's
streams
cool.
ago. Yeah, it was exciting.
Okay. So I've got my laptop on the left over here that I'll just be able to work
Fancy.
over because I don't have dual monitor setup because I'm poor and my desk is made of glass. So I don't want to
I'm
break
my
my desk.
birthday is in 8 days, and so I'm getting a second monitor, I think.
Yo, that's pretty cool.
I've been told I'm getting a second monitor, but they could just be like, psych,
Yeah,
you're not, here's bed sheets.
it's honestly like really sad because like the desk is really cool. That I have the shape of it is really nice. It fits our
Uh,
room really great, but like the top of it is literally made of like eighth inch of glass, eighth
mm-hmm.
inch pane of glass. So like I
Oh,
can see
yeah.
my legs right now, and like one of these days I'm afraid I'm gonna like set down like a glass
Uh,
cup of water, and the desk is just gonna shatter, and like my PC and like my monitor, or I guess not my PC, not my tower, but like my monitor and like my microphone and literally everything on
yeah.
my desk is just gonna fall into my lap, and I'm just gonna like I don't know, I'm gonna get neutered by
Die.
my desk, and I'm gonna be
I
up.
used to have a desk like that. I didn't have a PC back then though, so it was literally just for art. But
Yeah.
my dad's gonna make me a marble desk soon.
Well, and it's also been really helpful in
Looking at
repressing
your leg.
my yeah, looking at my sexy legs, but repressing my rage during like rage games because like most people like pound on their desk or like like wail, and I'm just like okay, tap tap tap, all right. That's all I can do. So
Don't look at it too hard.
right, yeah, like dude, and it's weird because like I don't know how, but like the glass isn't square. Like it's like a parallelogram because it's got parallel sides, but like it's a
Uh-huh.
little askew. So like
Hmm.
the opposite corners like stick out a little bit more than they should.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
And so like one side of the glass sticks inwards tiny bit past like the frame, and then one
Hmm.
set like sticks out. And if you rotate it, like you just can't win. Like it just doesn't work.
That would annoy me to no end.
So I have like the flush ends that I can make flush like up against me, and then I
Uh-huh.
have the non-flush ends off like the back end. So like nothing
Yeah.
hits them. But yeah, it's still
Hmm.
kind of annoying. But yeah.
Eventually, I guess you learn to ignore it.
Yeah, eventually, like after a while, you get kind of used to it.
Hmm.
Um, let's see. Overlay there, game capture there. I'm playing Minecraft. I want the game capture to pick this up, please. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. Oh man. Okay. So I had a couple things. Oh, you know what? Let me close my window. I'll close it like a little bit. We're having guests over today, so for
Oh.
dinner. So my whole family's like in the backyard, like getting things ready. Um,
Planting
So
cilantro.
I have a couple things I wanna interview you about basically.
Oh, cool. I'm
Yeah.
famous now.
Yeah, you're famous now. Been famous for quite a while, but like the area that you've been famous is also like very dead because nobody's been on the server because of school. I feel like, at
Yeah,
least I
I
haven't
just
been on
got
because of
downloaded
school.
Minecraft again.
Oh,
I
really?
haven't been able. I got since I got my new PC, it was uninstalled, and I was having trouble installing it. But
Oh,
finally I figured it out.
okay, gotcha. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so I just I haven't been on Minecraft in maybe a month, maybe a
I've been
month and a
terrified
half.
that you were gonna have get the next thing ready by the
No,
time that I didn't
bro,
have
I haven't even
the
started
Minecraft
on it
installed.
yet. I'm not gonna start on it till like maybe June. I don't
Phew, I
know.
can
It
keep
depends.
like
It depends
working on it.
if I can get my grades back up a little bit more, then yeah, maybe I'll start on it again. But
Mm.
like basically all I've done like gaming wise is like some Among Us and like some Uno and like
Uh,
and a tiny bit of Pico Park the other day. But other than
that's
that,
good to
like
know. But I was so nervous you were gonna be done and I wouldn't have Minecraft installed and then I'd lose my streak.
no, I have not had any time at all. It's been quite funny, honestly.
Mm.
Um, let's see. I'll do.
What do you want to play? You want
Um,
to party?
yeah, sure, we'll party. But actually, why don't you do the party? You can decide what we play. I'll ask the questions. You decide what we play.
Okay.
Yeah, because I actually don't play on Hypixel too much. Like I'm used to like Murder Mystery and TNT Tag, and that's about it. So
Is it just the same as your Discord? What's your
yeah, it should be. Well, if you click on the friends list, my profile,
Oh, how do I go to friends list? I've never done
click
that.
on your head in your hotbar,
Mm-hmm.
and then the F, the purple F up at the top,
One second.
friends. It's the one
Okay.
directly next to your
Yeah,
head,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then
I
I'm
clicked on
right
the wrong
there, and then
thing.
you click on me, and then I think you hit invite to party, which I think is the diamond.
Oh, that's so much quicker.
Yeah, right. You don't have to type it all.
I have more friends than I thought I did. Who is here? Have no idea I am. Okay, cool. I have a lot of friends. Wow, I'm popular.
I have like one or two friends that I've met on Hypixel that I'm friends with on Hypixel, but like
Uh-huh.
the rest of my friends list is all the people that, like from our Discord. So like I
Yeah.
don't like know any strangers. But
Mm-hmm.
okay, here we go. So here's my
All
big
right.
question. And I haven't done this type
Mm-hmm.
of stream in a while, but are you familiar with like the immortal snail scenario that like got really
Yeah.
popular? But it was actually super popular back in like 2013 when it first arose or whatever. So
Yeah.
I want to
My
hear
sister.
your take on how you would survive or like what you would do with the immortal snail situation. Say you're the immortal person, you know, that the snail is constantly chasing and you have the $10 million or whatever. What would you do?
Mm-hmm.
How would you survive? You know, like what would be your plan? Do you want to
So
survive?
it's
Are you gonna try and
basically a
off yourself
normal.
immediately? Like
So it's basically a normal snail, right?
it's a normal snail, like normal snail intelligence, normal snail speed, all that, except you and the snail are both immortal unless you guys touch each other, and the
Mm-hmm.
snail is constantly going for you, constantly
Yeah, yeah,
sliding at you at a snail speed, albeit, but it's still
yeah. Mm-hmm.
constantly going for you, and nothing can
Yeah.
get in its way. Like it can go under the ocean if it wanted to, because nothing can kill it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could trap it in a jar, I guess, and it could go around for forever until the jar gets eroded away from the inside out by the snail.
Uh-huh.
But the snail is the snail is immortal, and it just is constantly going for you at all times.
Mm-hmm. All right, so it can't go through things. Well, what I would do is I would train a dog to be able to smell snails. All right,
Mm-hmm.
and have an alert when, I also died immediately. Wow.
Did you?
Yeah. And then give me an alert when they smell a snail, which will be annoying, but I'll take it. Be caution. I'll caution, understand that it's possibly the immortal snail.
Mm-hmm.
Never too cautious. And then once I find it, I mean, it's a snail. I'm sure I can place a jar over it, like you said, and then just keep an eye on it. And I mean, it's gonna take forever for the jar to disappear. And then once I do, all I have to do is lift the jar and literally place. It's a snail. It's not gonna like ninja attack me when I lift the jar up.
Yeah, it's not gonna be super fast. So.
Like, it seems pretty easy to just keep, put it in a jar with a lid, keep the jar in the safe, look at the jar every 10 years, replace the jar every, like, 50.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe make it out of something like,
Yeah, yeah.
maybe make the, like, maybe afford a glass jar, so it can't erode or anything,
Yeah.
because glass can break. then just replace the lid. Maybe like a certain type of metal lid.
Mm-hmm.
Seems easy enough to me, honestly.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. You just gotta not like, try to run from it. You just gotta actually take a little bit, wait for it to find you, which will be scary, but once you got it, you're good.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. And what do you do with like the rest of your time? Like,
But,
like, are you gonna
well,
become like a
eventually I'd off
millionaire
myself.
or?
I'd
Oh
get
yeah,
bored.
yeah. Eventually you'd get bored. Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Interesting.
already easily bored with my mortal life. So probably once like all my loved ones died, I'd just kill myself.
Gotcha.
But I'd probably you can't just kill yourself, right? You have to use the
No, yeah,
snail
you
because
have
you're
to use this.
immortal.
Like, you're immortal by
Yeah.
all other means.
So another reason to keep the snail around
Yeah. So
is
it's
for
funny
when you're
because
ready.
when I first talked to one of my closest work friends about it, he's a huge streamer. He's got like 14K stream views or whatever, 14K subs. So he makes like 2K a month off of Twitch or something like that.
Oh wow,
And
nice.
all he does is like play Street Fighter and like chess, and like he does like
Mm,
tutorials on those games.
mm-hmm.
But like, I asked him, I was like, "What would you do, Boff?" Which is his Twitch name. I was like, "Boff, what would you do with the immortal snail situation?" And I was telling him, and I was like, "Because in my situation, I would just like, if I wanted to be immortal forever, I just put the snail in a jar and launch it into the sun, or like launch it into a
Uh-huh.
black hole." Because yeah, the snail
Mm-hmm.
can't die from going inside the sun, but it can't die from getting sucked into a black hole, but it also
Yeah.
can't escape the black hole. So
But wouldn't you
you're
hate
good
the
for life.
idea of being forced to be living forever then?
But then that was the
I
thing.
like
But
how.
yeah, but that's the thing. He was like, "But what if you don't want to live forever? Like, what if you want to die someday?" And I was like, "Oh, I hadn't even thought of that." So like, yeah,
Uh-huh.
like you'd actually really be screwing yourself over by doing that.
Yeah.
So in my case, then, I thought about, okay, what ways could I keep myself safe while also harnessing the snail's power, I guess you would say. Because I
Mm-hmm.
was like, if I'm going to be here for eternity, for however long I decide, eventually things like fossil fuels are going to be pointless. Like you're not going to be able to, fossil fuels won't exist.
Yeah.
And neither will nuclear after a certain amount of time. Like after, heat death of the universe, it's just you and the snail just chilling there immortal. Like, what are you going to do? So I
Mm-hmm.
thought, and I thought about it, and I was like, okay, so what I would do is I would fashion some sort of jar, like just like a mason jar, like a moonshine jar, basically,
Yeah.
with a lid, and I would put the snail in there, and I'd probably make like 1,000,000 jars at least, maybe 1,000,000,000, who knows, depending on how long I want to live. I think personally, I think I would want to live forever,
Mm-hmm.
just because I think that would be super cool, just to explore literally everything, know everything, and like I'm already kind of chill with that because like I'm Christian, so I do believe like after I die I'm gonna go to heaven and live forever anyways in heaven.
But the
So
thing is different with that is like you go there and you get to be with loved ones again.
that's
That's
true,
what
right? So that's the
like
other aspect. So I'm like, what if I change my mind though? Because like I can't. So I have two scenarios really. Scenario one is I'm immortal and like God doesn't exist. Heaven doesn't
hmm
exist. And then like the
yeah.
second one is I'm immortal and heaven and hell and all that does exist. And so in the
hmm
one where like it does exist, I would totally off myself just to like see all my loved ones again.
Yeah.
But in the scenario where like God doesn't exist or whatever, and like heaven and hell doesn't exist, I'd be like, no, I want to be immortal because like what's the point? Like, like because if God doesn't exist, I don't think the world would ever really end.
Uh-huh.
I think the universe would eventually die of heat death, collapse on itself, and a new universe would be reborn. If we're going like the
Yeah.
whole atheist Big Bang Theory route.
Yeah, yeah,
So I would love to be there to watch that.
yeah.
So I would
Can you
stick
feel pain
around.
though?
Yeah, you can
Because
feel
that sounds
pain.
like it'd be
No, yeah, you can
pretty
feel pain, but
painful.
you know what? You can't
That heat
die.
death Yeah, that heat death of the universe sounds pretty painful though,
It
dude.
does, right? So and
Yeah.
that's what some of my other friends talked about because I have some other people who are very very like atheists. They're like, no, I don't believe in God. So like, here's what I would do. And they say
hmm
like, yeah, I'd want to watch the Big Bang, but they know like it would be super painful. And so
Yeah.
like yeah, the two scenarios for me are like God exists and I want to see my loved ones again. So I just kill myself off after maybe I'll go like whole Victorian vampire era where like I have like a couple lovers for a couple thousand
hmm
years or something like that, and then I get bored and die.
Yeah.
But then the one with where he doesn't, like, no, I just wanna live forever, right? And so what I would
hmm
do is I would get the mason jar, and instead of launching the snail into the sun, I would hook the snail up to a generator, like the mason jar rests on an axle, And then like
Uh-huh.
when the snail slides forward to try to get me, the mason jar like rotates like a hamster wheel, and he just constantly and forever turns this tiny generator.
At least he's entertained,
At
you
least
know?
yeah, he's entertained. And here's the thing though, like
Not
like
cruel.
glass will erode after a while because like the snail's immortal. Like you cannot destroy the snail. The snail destroys literally everything else, over time.
Yeah.
Like you airbrush enough things away or sandblast enough things, like they erode. And so the snail like it slowly erodes away at the jar, right? Um, but it takes him for freaking ever, like probably a couple billion years if you really think about it.
Yeah,
Because
of course, because, like,
even in like a rock tumbler, like most rocks and glasses take forever to smooth out. I think this guy. Oh, he's not
mm-hmm.
the killer. Yay. Um, but so I would have the mason jar hooked up to an axle, and it's hooked up to a generator, and the generator is gonna have like a gear system. Oh hey Evan, massive brain. Yes, massive brain. The generator is gonna have like a gear system, so like the snail can slowly pick up speed like a car, because like a car only can go like so fast, but if you keep adding gears, it could just go faster and faster and faster. And then I would like put it on a flywheel and like hook it up to like a generator or like a
Hi.
slingshot or something. Oh, you stink. um, I would hook it up to like a generator or something, or like maybe a slingshot, like a trebuchet, and I would just like have fun like launching stuff into space. Like like I'd just like maybe hook up a ball of confetti or something like that, and be like, all right, you're going to space now. Like like launch, see ya.
Yeah.
So like I think that would be really cool. But yeah, like and then there's obviously like how do you want to die if you want to like touch the snail. And I thought about it and I was like, bro, if I had launched the snail into like a black hole or like the sun, I might have actually screwed myself. Not because
Yeah.
not because you'd have to go to the black hole to get the snail, but because like our whole galaxy is one big orbiting machine, right? So
Mm-hmm.
like the Andromeda galaxy next door to us, which is like the closest next galaxy, like orbits as well. And it all orbits like the center of the universe. Like we all are just one big spinning thing. Technically everything is in motion. Like the sun isn't still. The sun actually has its own orbit around our galaxy. So I was like, what if I shot the snail like to the next sun over, like the next star over? I would have to make all the calculations till like the next closest orbit of that sun. And like, what
Mm-hmm.
if that next closest orbit is the next time we go around the entire Milky Way galaxy? You know?
Uh-huh.
So like, what if I accidentally launch the snail into the sun or a sun, like a far off star, and like the star is like, oh, the star's orbit is like 35 trillion years. So like, and like I could like shoot myself into space. I'm like, all right, I'll get there in like 35 trillion years. you
Aw.
know like so like that would be like really rough, right? You got to make sure like you don't lose the snail kind of, because even though the
Dude,
snail's
you
constantly
are,
coming
like,
at
this is
you,
so,
it's really in
like,
depth. I've thought about this for a very long time because this makes a really good like podcast question, or like
uh-huh.
a not a dinner subject. Like I wouldn't ask this on a date because that'd be weird. But like it's a very enticing like thought process. Like I like
No,
to
for real
debate
though, if
things
I was
and
on a date, I would not mind this being a date question. It's, you know.
it's a cool thought. And so
It's just
like
a question I've asked my boyfriend.
well and it's like even though the snail like is coming at you at all times, the snail's in space. Like he has nothing to walk on. Like he can't just float
Mhm.
at you. He doesn't have powers. He's just snail with immortality. That's it.
Yeah.
And so like it's like what would you do? Of course
Mhm.
there's other things like teach the snail to learn stuff, but that I don't think that would really work totally. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Mhm.
It's
I think it's more complicated than it needs to be. I
yeah.
mean, I would just put it in a jar, live my life. I don't know how long I would decide to live. It depends if I really like. Oh hi.
You would be dead.
Yeah. Jerk. How dare you? That's betrayal, man.
It is betrayal.
Yeah, I don't know how long I would end up wanting to live for. I mean, it just depends until I get bored. I mean, you know,
Yeah,
because
probably.
pain's still a thing, so I wouldn't do extremely risky things because I can still like feel that pain. It's like me doing nothing's stopping me from doing risky things right now because I'm not afraid of dying.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be in an excruciating pain from
Well, that was the other
playing with.
thing. So like I was like also when I thought about it, I was like, dude, if I ended up shooting the snail into a black hole, one, I'd have to
Hmm.
wait for the black hole to make its orbit all the way back around like the galaxy or the universe or whatever it is, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and so it would be like kind of bad. But then also like I got to stand on the surface of a black hole and find the snail. Like that's not something that
Yeah.
is like I'm looking forward to.
I just think an option, like keeping the snail around as an option, is always a good idea.
Yeah.
You know. Mm-hmm. And like you said, even if like, God isn't real, I'd probably still kill myself eventually with that cuz like I just don't want to live forever. That sounds so you once you've done everything, Like I eventually you have to have done everything.
Yeah. Right. You have
So
to make up
even if
games for yourself and
like eventually it becomes like prison, like you've done everything,
yeah.
There's nothing new. Maybe the world explodes and you have to wait for like hundreds of millions of years for like the Big Bang, like you said, because that's not going to happen instantly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
How
gonna
you
take
were
forever.
stopped.
And that's of course if that's how the universe actually ends.
Yeah, exactly. Just
You
in
know?
that theory, I wouldn't wait that long. I could see myself only living a natural life with immortality, honestly,
Yeah.
like 100 years or something. Also, so do you age? Because if so, I really would hope that I don't
So
become immortal like at 17 like I am now. I'd want to
well,
be
and see
like
that's the
21
thought
or
process. So
something.
like you could also say that's a different scenario. Like one you're immortal and you don't age, like vampire style. Or
Uh-huh.
you're immortal and you age and like your brain ages too, so like you lose memories, like you lose your memories every 4,000 years.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, definitely I would go in that case.
Because
But
scientists say like that's how far like our human brain could actually hold memories is like 4,000 years, which is
mhm.
one of the worries that people have when it comes to people with photographic memories. They're like
Uh-huh.
the brain can only hold so much. So like, aren't these people going brain dead like super young? It's like no, you dingus. Like of course not. Like there are people with photographic memories that are like 100 years old, right?
Yeah.
And it's because the brain can actually hold up to like 4,000 years in real time of like full photographic memory. Like that's how much space it
Mm.
has. So
That's
people
cool.
so like if let's say you age, and all your cells age, but they also replenish themselves. Like let's say like Wolverine style, like you constantly regenerate. You're gonna
Mhm.
lose your memory like every 4,000 years.
I would hate aging, but I would also hate not aging. Like in a sense like say you want to be with someone, eventually the age gap's going to look really weird.
Right? Yeah.
Especially if it happened right now because I'm like nearly 17. Like that would be so weird. Like I can't do anything.
Well, and imagine
Like
you
I'd have
do
to lie about
continue
my
aging.
age.
Imagine you age past like 1,000. What the heck does
Hmm.
that even look like?
Oh yeah,
You
I
can't
think you
date
would.
anybody at that point.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
at least if you stop aging and like let's say you look like 17 forever, at least every
Hmm.
100 years you could date a new 17-year-old.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you continue to age, like at a certain point you're gonna look 100 and like you're only gonna be able to date people that look like 100, and then eventually you're
Hmm.
gonna look so old that like you're just not gonna be able to date anybody. They're not even gonna know what
Yeah.
you are at that. They're gonna be like 1,000. They're gonna be like, what's this lump of flesh? Like,
Another thing I would constantly worry about with the not aging, though, is with the aging, I would just live a normal lifespan. I
mm-hmm.
would probably kill myself at like unalive myself at 90 or something, depends
Yeah,
on how I look. Probably
yeah,
just live a normal life. But with the other one is I'd constantly worry about like I'm a documented American, like people know my age legally and eventually people are going to be like why do you still look 17? What amazing anti-aging cream do you have? I want it.
yeah,
And eventually like experiments they brought up on me by the government or something,
yeah. That's the other
Eventually
thing because
people are going to
like
notice.
you have to either like fake your own death
Uh-huh.
and like create a new identity for yourself.
And it's not like it's
There'd
like
be like so much identity theft that you'd have to go through, and yeah, eventually people would catch on.
mm,
Hopefully at that point you're like strong enough that you could like fight the whole government and like not have to worry about it. Like in
well,
secret.
eventually I would go to a country that doesn't document its stuff as well, honestly.
Yeah, or like
Like,
you would have to homestead basically everywhere by yourself,
yeah.
or like
But and
you know,
even the thing with like changing your identity, like it'd be like Twilight. You have to do it so often with looking young. Like if I looked
yeah,
like
yeah,
20, a 20-year-old can pass off as like a good looking. I've seen like 40-year-olds that look 20.
mm-hmm.
But like as 17, I don't look like I could pass off as like 26.
Yeah, no,
So like if I did it now, I'd have to go from probably 13 to 23 3 is when I would have to do it each time.
Yeah.
Max. And I don't know if I could even pass off as 13. Like that would be a difficulty.
Well, and this is of
Probably.
course if you're trying to keep your identity a secret, right? So what
Mhm.
if once you get the $10 million and the immortal snail and immortality, you come out to the world and you're like, hey guys, I'm immortal. Like, you don't have to wonder why I don't age in the future. Like,
Nah, I think
because
people would
like,
do experiments on me.
oh, I think so. I think they would try to, but I think after the first 100 years, they'd be like, well, they weren't wrong. like if it
Well,
was me, I don't know. It'd be very weird. I think I would come out eventually as immortal. Just because like yeah, after a certain while, like let's say I don't age, for whatever reason.
mhm.
Um, all of my loved ones are gonna be like, yeah, we know he's immortal and like he's super young, but it's looking very weird for us. Like they're gonna think that like my wife is a pedophile, basically, or
Yeah.
like a fox. Like they're gonna be like, why are you dating this 80-year-old? I'm
Sugar.
like, I'm actually 90. Suck it. Like,
uh,
so like I think at a certain point, I would just be like, okay, everybody, or I would maybe just like start a YouTube channel or something like that, and it would just be videos of me like dying in like horrible, gruesome deaths, but like I just don't die. Like, oh hey, look, you dropped a
ugh.
wrecking ball on me, and then they pull the wrecking ball out, and I just like crawl out, and it's like my body imprinted on the wrecking ball,
It sounds terrible.
or like me like shooting myself in the head and nothing happening. They're like, okay, he's like actually immortal, so that way like the
Mhm.
world and like the governments and all that could be like, okay, we can give him an ID and like everybody knows like,
No, but
oh, this is
the
him.
our government's so paranoid. There's no way that they would let you go. They would keep you because they would think you're some kind of threat. Like they would
That's
think you're gonna
true.
do it. Everyone, like our government, especially in the American government, at least. Maybe you go to a different place that has a more like, oh hey, they're gonna either try to weaponize you or keep you locked up for everyone's safety,
It's
or they're
that's
gonna think you're like
true.
an alien or
And I've
something.
thought about it, and I was like, what's the most they could do to weaponize me? Because like, let's say they like force me to fight in their wars, I just wouldn't kill anybody. I just sit there,
No, what they're probably gonna do is test things on you, like
right?
like see how because you can your body takes damage, so they'll probably just test like chemical weapons and different type of things like that on you.
Well, but
That's what I
let's
would
say my
do.
body doesn't take damage. You know, I'm
Mm-hmm.
walking on the surface of a black hole. I'm pretty sure, like I'm
Then
not
they
taking
would probably
damage,
send you into places like the black hole to see what's in there.
right? But like,
They would probably send you places
but
like
what
that.
if like, so yeah, let's say like they throw me at the middle of a nuclear blast. Big deal.
Yeah.
Whoop de freaking do. Whatever. I can survive that. That's not a big deal. Yeah, it's
How
gonna hurt.
though?
It's gonna hurt a lot for like a good 5 minutes. you know.
More like
Um,
several years. I mean, then you're gonna. It's not like you don't get affected by like the stuff that the
well, I can't get
nuclear
radiation
stuff in
poisoning.
it, huh?
I can't get radiation poisoning
No,
because
no.
otherwise I'd die from no. Because otherwise I'd die from the sun. I might be radioactive myself after a while, but like I
I
can't
think
get,
you'd
but
still
I
feel the.
can't. I don't know, because like let's say like in the immortal scenario, I'm indestructible. That's why I
Uh
can
huh.
do these things, So I
Hmm.
can withstand a nuclear blast. It would stand to reason that my cells couldn't become irradiated. You
I
know?
imagine it more. I yeah. I imagine it kind of like someone like Spider-Man who can regenerate really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like you would feel it for a while, you probably would regenerate, but I feel like your whole body still has to go through like maybe a quicker version of like radiation poisoning,
Okay,
you
so
know?
so in your mind, I can still take damage, but I heal. You know, and
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
come back or whatever. Yeah, see,
Exactly. Like
because that
Wolverine,
would
like
that
you can come back from a single cell.
yeah
You would
yeah
regenerate.
yeah yep that would suck a lot.
Yeah.
Because in my mind,
Cuz radiation
if we
poisoning
were
is
doing
not
the
fun.
if we were doing the indestructible version, I'd be like, how could they
Yeah.
actually weaponize me? The only thing they could really do is launch me at high velocity at their enemies. They like throw me in a cannon. They're like, all right, you're a cannonball now. Like,
They
good
would
luck.
probably just use you for like spying or stuff then in that case,
Yeah.
like throwing you into a black hole to see what it's inside, throwing you into behind enemy territory with
Yeah,
like
yeah.
maybe implanted cameras on you and like stuff like that, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But I don't think they'd ever let you go free. Like they're one, that's not gonna look good, like being like, hey, we're the government, we're letting this immortal person who could literally do anything they want just live in our country,
Mm-hmm.
you know, be just have fun. If you see them on the street, get an autograph. I feel like they even if you're like you totally are trustworthy, like if you're immortal in 100 years, you could like in a couple thousand years, you could just go crazy and then start killing people.
That's true. I can imagine them wanting
And
to keep an eye on me. But also it's like,
mm,
even if they wanted to stop me, what could they do? I'm
just put you in
immortal.
prison. It's not like you have powers.
No,
Just
but you know how the snail can eat its way through the glass after so many millions of years. People
Yeah.
dig out of prison in like 25 with a spoon. Like, imagine what I can do with immortality. You know, like
That's
they
true.
wouldn't be able to contain me, and they might
Mhm.
learn that after the first time of trying to.
Yeah,
But I
they probably
think
would try to a
they, you
couple
know,
times.
I would hope they would try. I would be very disappointed if they weren't responsible enough to
Yeah.
try. Um,
It's like, hey, dude, here's your new
yeah, you know.
like social security.
Or maybe they would pamper me. Who knows? Maybe they'd be too
Mhm.
afraid to try to lock me up because I would seek revenge, and you know I would be immortal. So like, it's not like they can
It's
stop me.
like how they do in superheroes. Like they're either going to be like, Spider-Man, think you're a vigilante wanting to
Mm-hmm.
take you in,
Yeah.
or you're like a mutant, something
Mm-hmm.
like that. Or they're going to be like Superman and they're going to try to partner up with you.
Yeah.
It depends on just how our government is, which we can't tell because there aren't superheroes. It just depends on those things. Why are we not moving? I'm getting
Because
out of
nobody's
this.
joined this lobby. Get us into a different lobby. Oh, you
Yeah.
didn't have to quit the game.
Well, I did. So get over it.
So, oh, okay. I thought it was like you left Hypixel. I was like, what?
No.
Oh, I guess that's. I guess
Rage
that one
quit.
is disconnected, not quit. But yeah. So yeah, like there's a lot. There's a lot to think about and a lot to unpack. And
Yeah.
Rooster Teeth was just like, oh, I just let the snail touch me. And I'd be like, that's so boring. Like, what do you mean?
I
Surely you
mean,
wouldn't
my answer was
actually.
pretty boring too. Like, I just put it in a mason jar and just let it, like, switch it out every once in a while.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting question.
Because I think you're a rare bug
Hmm.
wanting to live forever. I don't think a lot of people, honestly, when they think about it really hard, they want to live forever.
Well, at least
I
right
mean, I would,
now, I think I want to
but
live
like,
forever.
I would definitely choose live forever if I had the power to make other people live forever. Like,
Oh
one
yeah. What
person.
what if it
Like, if
was
I could
like
make if the scenario changed a little bit and I could make like the person that I end up marrying, like my dearest loved one, then I would, yeah, then I'd go pretty much forever, or at least till the world was so crappy I didn't want to live in
is
it
that
anymore,
Michaela's?
If it's no good, don't eat it.
Smells good to me. My dad just brought me ice cream.
Oh, yummy.
And I'm pretty sure it's my sister's, but whatever. But yeah, okay, so let's change the scenario then. Let's say you become immortal. There is immortal snail as well, right?
Hmm.
But also, let's say at any point in time, you can give anybody immortality
Hmm.
and take it away at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, like
Okay, good.
so.
Okay, it changes a lot taking it away because here's the dilemma with just having it in my
Mm-hmm,
like, which immediately came to mind.
mm-hmm.
Like divorce rates are really high. So at one point, do you make that person immortal? Because at a certain point, they're gonna look older than you, and it's gonna be looking weird, right? But like if you do it too soon and you can't take it back, like this person's immortal, and you're just,
Yep.
in a way, you're kind of stuck together. But in another way, like if you're able to take it back, then it's risk free for me, and I would just totally go with the first person that I end up like being with,
Mm-hmm.
and just take it away whenever I'm done with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
With that's easy. With
Mm-hmm.
the other one, it's hard, and the choice is really hard.
Now, let's say you can't take it away, right?
Hmm.
So you can, and it's not just one person. You're not limited to just one person. And, like I could make the entire Earth's population immortal if I wanted to.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Right. But
I have another question. In this scenario, can you reproduce, and what would happen in that? Like,
if
are
you
you?
reproduce, it's just a normal human. Nothing
Oh,
special.
okay.
Only you have the power to do it.
Uh huh.
But you
Okay.
can give the
Okay.
immortality to your
Oh,
kid, right?
I was stabbed.
Aw. I don't think I'm gonna
Yeah.
be. I'm kind of good at hiding
I'm.
this
I'm
one.
not. I'm not immortal.
Um. So let's say this time you can give immortality at any point to anybody you want, multiple people if you want to. You
Yeah.
can't take it away, however, but you forget the snail can still kill them.
All of them. So the snail. Is there multiple snails? Like, do they get their own snail when this happens, or
No,
is it
there's
like?
only one snail, right?
Well,
So,
okay.
what if you have the snail in the jar?
Oh yeah. Then I would
And
probably just like not tell anyone about the snail and just be like,
hmm
"Oh, it's my pet snail," and then just everyone that I like, fall in love with, I'd make immortal. Not fall in love with, like
yeah,
marry.
yeah,
I'd make them immortal. If I get a divorce, well, the snail. Hey, want to pet my pet snail? No, okay, too bad, and then kill them.
right. But
I'm
also,
kind of
you
hard.
could you could use it as a mercy death type of thing. Like, let's say your
Yeah.
loved one like becomes bored with life,
Hmm.
and you're like, well, I don't, I can release you from it, but like I'm not coming with you. And they're like, why not? And you're like, because I don't want to. Like,
Well, I'd go with them.
yeah, you might go with them. But then they're
Yeah.
like, oh, the snail thing is it, and you're like, yeah, like it applies to you, right? So you could do that, or you could punish people who want to stay immortal by killing them with
Mhm.
the snail,
Uh-huh.
right?
If they get too much
So
power.
yeah, if they get too much
Who would
power,
you make who would you make like in your life in family? Who would you make immortal?
mm, probably like my close friend group. Anybody who
Mhm.
really asks me, honestly, I would keep track of them all. Because if you don't,
Yeah.
like, I feel like you're being kind of irresponsible if you don't.
And would you tell them about the snail?
I don't know.
I don't think I would. I think it'd make their choice to be immortal more impactful. Like, hey, I cannot kill you. You will not die. I think it'd make them think, like, really, if they want to be immortal,
Mm-hmm.
more thought out, And that way as well, like, if they are going to become an evil person, they won't kill you, and they think, like, they're really going to show their true colors because they're going to do that stuff and be like, well, you can't stop me.
Yeah.
And then
And then you really know
you
who to
know.
kill.
Yeah, exactly.
um, I might tell him that the snail exists, but I might not tell him that I have it. You know?
Yeah. Maybe say you, like, got rid of it somehow, like, in
Maybe I
space.
drop. Maybe I'd be like, yeah, it's crossing the Pacific Ocean right now underwater. It should come out sometime this March. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like something like that. Um,
Yeah.
and then like, what are they gonna do? Scour all of the Pacific Ocean? Of course, they
With the $10
really.
million, I would
Mhm.
100% like get some kind of tracking thing on that snail,
You
just
would
in case
hope
someone takes it
so.
from me. Like I
Like,
would get someone else to put it in, so immortal
mm-hmm,
to put it in, because I
mm-hmm.
wouldn't do it because that's dumb.
Oh yeah.
But like I would do that in case one, someone stole it from me,
Mm-hmm.
or two, that way I can always know where it is in
Yeah.
case something happens.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's
Hmm.
like, I don't know. It's weird because
Yeah.
eventually the tracker's gonna fall off, but you could also replace it
Yeah.
multiple
Of
times.
course.
You know. But yeah. Hmm. It's a good thought.
Yeah. I honestly would keep the amount of people who are immortal very, very slim. I probably wouldn't tell anyone that I'm immortal. I don't think I'd even make my family immortal because I don't think they would want that, and I just don't want that I don't want to offer and then be like, well, you're gonna be alone kind of thing, which is how my family would be.
Uh huh.
So honestly, I would probably just like whoever I end up with,
Well,
like
and you
life
really got to think
partner.
about it because you're the only person out of all the immortals that has the power to make other people immortal.
Yeah.
So you got to be kind of responsible about it and go, okay, I could make an entire society, an entire civilization of immortal people, or
Hmm.
like an entire council of immortal people. You know,
Yeah.
um, and so
Well, the thing
you
is,
have to think about one. If you're gonna make a society of immortal people, like you got to make sure they're happy. Like if I just make my best friend immortal, like I better make his wife immortal too. You know.
yeah, of course.
And what if she doesn't want that? What if he wants that? What if he's already immortal and she doesn't want to be, but he wants her to be? You know, like there's the
Hmm.
moral implications of that. It's because it's like, well, now there's like it's like I'm on two sides of a coin here. Like I got to make a
No,
choice.
for
Am I gonna
real,
make
just
them
let them
immortal or
work it
not?
out. Like, I would just be like, work it out. You guys have to come to a mutual agreement, and whatever you come up with, I'll do it. But whatever.
Yeah, right. Because if like let's say I make my friend's wife immortal, well he's happy, but obviously the wife's not happy, and it really should be
Hmm.
her who is happy because it's her body that you're making immortal really. Um,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like let's say I don't make her immortal. Well, my best friend who is immortal is gonna hate me forever, and is gonna constantly screw with me, and constantly
And kill him.
then kill him. I guess right. Um, but
That's another reason
so you have to
I
think
just
about
like
that.
wouldn't tell anyone. I don't want that responsibility. And I kind of think of immortality as a curse, honestly. I don't really want to be immortal at all. Like, I don't really know like I have a different belief of what happens in the afterlife already, like reincarnation. So
Hmm.
like, with my belief, I'm already chill with what's going to happen.
Hmm. Gotcha.
It's already like whatever. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
die and be back, so why just stay in this one experience forever?
Hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Like it just sounds terrible. Immortality sounds like kind of a curse.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh. Just staying in one place in one body, depending on like the scenarios, if you don't age, both of them sound terrible. Watching people die, watching wars happen, and then there's the ethical stuff of like, is picking a side in a war fair at all, like
Oh yeah,
is making
I haven't even
anyone.
thought about that. Like, is it even like
Yeah.
fair for you as an immortal to be in a war? You know,
Yeah,
because like
I
you win. no matter what.
Even if there is a good or bad side, like, you know, war, like, you know, Nazi Germany, like that kind of war, like clearly I'd want to go into that war, of course, right?
Yeah.
But like at the same time, like you're killing millions, you could probably kill millions of people in one war,
Oh yeah, you
you
could.
know, and it almost feels like a god like being intervening
Hmm.
in human affairs. At that point, you're not human, so
Yeah.
it's almost like a god like being intervening in human affairs, you know.
Yeah.
Which doesn't seem fair. So I just don't like the idea of having that much responsibility. So I would take it. I just probably wouldn't live thousands of years if I could make like my significant other immortal. We'd probably, unless they wanted to live longer after me, that'd be totally a cool. I'd give them the snail. I wouldn't have to worry about them making people immortal because only I have that power, you know.
Hmm.
So I'd give them the snail, let myself go. I probably wouldn't live more than 200 years.
Yeah.
I just don't see myself enjoying it after that point.
Hmm.
But who knows? Like, I don't know how I'd be, so maybe I would enjoy it, but that's all up to future Immortal Lily's interpretation.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So,
Interesting.
the thinker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The thinker. The catalyst. The relic. The druid.
I
Hmm.
guess I'd have a lot of time for some getting big on Twitch. More streams, guys.
Yeah, right? Like I would spend my immortal years like I don't know. I think for one I'd spend all the time with my friends at the very
Mm,
first if I was.
yeah.
Just like all just because I can't die. So I don't have to worry about eating. I don't have to worry about money. I can literally do whatever I want. So like
Yeah.
I would
Well,
just hang out with my friends
wouldn't
all the
eating
time.
still be painful? Because you can feel things. Not eating would still be
Not
painful, I
eating would
think.
still be painful. Yeah, you know what? So I probably would do something, but I'd probably be like, "Hey, can I just have an infinite food card or something like that
You
from
can
the
also
government?"
just yeah, you can also just have a more exciting job, you know,
Oh yeah,
like a scuba diver.
I no, I could literally just be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go repair the satellites in space right now, and I don't need a
Yeah.
spacesuit because spacesuits cost millions and millions of dollars to make. So I'd just be like, Nah, just launch me, I'll do it, and then the government pays me to do it. You know, like I could do all sorts of stuff. I could do weapons testing, I could do drug testing, I could do cancer research.
Yeah, honestly, you could
I'm
probably
sure
just do some like
I'm sure there'd be some billionaires who'd be down for some Squid Game type of shenanigans where they just launch me and do like a crazy obstacle course, and I have to get through it at a certain time. You know. Like, and they'd
yeah.
pay me to do that. I'm
You could
sure.
probably like offer to be like a test for a chemical weapon or something once and then be good for a couple hundred years.
I'm
Like
sure I
I'm
could
sure they'd pay
do
millions.
stuff like I could probably be a prostitute because it would be like, oh wow, the immortal guy, like that's kind of cool. Or like an actor, you know, like an adult films actor, like dude, that would be like everybody would want to do that, you know, everybody would want to be in a film like that. And why not with the
Uh-huh.
immortal guy? Like that would be
Yeah,
so cool.
true.
And so everybody would
True.
pay mad money for that, I'm sure.
Mm.
Um,
What do you think about, okay, since you're Christian, what do you think about like all the, I guess, amount of sins? I don't know how that works. Oh, you have the knife thing,
yes, I do.
Wedgie.
Hello,
Don't. No, 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 no,
hello,
no, 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 no.
hello.
What do you think of like the racking up sins? Like,
What do you
would,
mean racking
like,
up?
what? I don't know, like, because you can like gain sins. I don't know how that works exactly, to be honest.
Are you
But
saying in
like,
our scenario, or are you talking about like
yeah, in
parallel?
no, in your scenario,
Oh,
you're
okay.
doing these things. Like,
Hmm.
I'm sure, isn't like prostitution a sin or
Yeah.
something?
Well, so
So
like
like
adultery is a
towards
sin
the
too. Yeah.
end, yeah. So towards the end,
Hmm.
wouldn't like think looking back like you're totally done with life, but then you
Hmm.
look back and you think about all the stuff you did that's like sinful, and being like, oh, do I really want to touch that snail? You know,
Hmm. Yeah.
would that be
Okay.
scary at all?
Well, so let me explain the basics of Christianity to you because
Yeah.
there in Christianity there's no like
I don't
get
like
back
that.
here. There's no it's not a balance. Everybody thinks like in the Looney Tunes cartoons, it's like, oh, if you're good you go to heaven, if you're bad you go to hell. That's not
Yeah.
how it works in Christianity at all.
Uh-huh.
Christianity, it's everybody has sin.
Hmm.
Everybody's born with sin in their lives because of Adam and Eve, and like
Yeah.
you can sin yourself too, but like you are going to hell regardless. But Jesus Christ, God incarnate, comes down to earth and becomes the ultimate sacrifice. Because back in the
Yeah, and
day,
take
like if you
this.
wanted to
I
go to
know that
heaven, you
part.
had to make an animal sacrifice to cover for your sins. Well, because Jesus was sinless,
That sounds
he
messy.
can't. He can take everybody's sin, right? Because he's sinless. He's perfect. So
Mhm.
he can be the ultimate sacrifice. So what he does is he
Mhm.
dies on the cross, gives his life for everybody, right? And
Yep.
because he's sinless, and because death is because of sin or whatever, like the
Mhm.
reason we die is because of sin. So the whole reason he comes back to life is because he's God and he's technically sinless. So yeah, he does take
Yeah.
everybody's sin and he drops it off at hell basically, and then the universe is like, yeah, he's God. He literally can't die. So he comes back to life, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and so in Christianity, we believe that, oh, Jesus saved us from our sins. So yeah,
Mhm.
we can still sin, but as long as we ask for forgiveness, we accept Jesus's gift of dying on the cross for us. Basically, we accept that, like, we want him to be our savior. We believe in him, all that. Like, we're gonna dedicate our lives to him. We go to heaven
Mhm.
regardless of how many sins we have.
Yeah. But like if you're actively knowing you're sinning and just thinking, "Well, I can get away with it." Isn't that is that
That is pretty
acceptable?
messed up. I mean, no, it's
Yeah.
acceptable. Even
Cuz I
still,
knew my mom knew
because
this guy.
there are people who do willfully sin who are Christian all the time,
Uh-huh.
and even
All
stuff that
right.
you might not consider as a sin. So like technically, homosexuality is a sin, right? And so I could
Mhm.
say somebody who is Christian and is willfully married and they're gay or whatever, like married to their, like they have a lesbian wife or whatever, and they're married to them. I would call that
Yeah.
willful sin. They're willfully sinning. They accept that it's a sin, and as a Christian they know that that's a sin, but they're going ahead and
Yeah.
doing it anyways. That's willful sinning. The Bible still says you can go to heaven with that. It's
Mhm.
not very cool. It's not very nice. And personally, I don't think anybody who does willfully sin like that actually believes and actually like cares that Jesus died on the cross for him. Because imagine if like your husband or wife like died for you, like in like a car
Uh-huh.
accident or whatever, like covered themselves, over you, and like they died and saved you or whatever, and they were like, just don't do this one thing, and you were like, but they saved me, so I can do it anyways, and you went ahead and did it. Like, it's kind of a dick move.
Yeah.
So like for Christians, it's like, yeah, it's like you can technically still sin. There are jokes in like the Christian community that like, if you don't sin, Jesus died for nothing. But yeah, like it's still like a jerk move. Like I would still never
Uh,
do that. Um,
yeah.
and so in
But
our
like
scenario, we'll say like the one scenario where God exists, I would
mhm.
probably kill myself anyways and just go be with my loved ones. I probably wouldn't care. But in the one
Uh-huh.
scenario where God doesn't exist and sin doesn't exist and all that stuff, I wouldn't care. You
Mhm.
know, the
But
whole your
like
whole
okay,
question
so
is
my
based
mom
on the
knew
idea.
someone.
Okay.
This is just a scenario because I'm
Mm-hmm.
honestly curious about what his opinion was because I haven't got to talk to a Christian about this. My mom knew someone, right? And he was a
Mm-hmm.
drug dealer.
Yeah.
And he knew, ooh, and he had kept drugs in his freezer. Like, my mom babysit for him, like next to his kids, like popsicles, right? And
Jeez. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, for real. And he was like, "Don't you think?" Because she was Catholic, and she says,
Mm-hmm.
"Don't you think this is a sin? Like, you're like he distributed like teenagers
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff."
Okay.
And she's like, "Don't you know this is like this is." Don't you think that you're gonna go to hell because he was
Mm-hmm.
Christian, or like, don't you think this is bad? He's like, well, yeah, it's bad, but I don't need to worry about it because I'm going to heaven anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
like, I can
Okay.
do whatever I want because I'm going to heaven.
Yeah. See, that technically he's right. Like, if he's Christian, he believes, he wants Jesus's safety. He wants
Hmm.
Jesus's gift. As soon as he says yes to that, like, yeah, he's guaranteed to go in. There's no take back seats, basically. Like,
Yeah.
you're getting in. And so I do know some Christians who have like not turned away, but who have like accepted Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior, as they say. Um,
Mhm.
and then have been like, well, I'm saved now. I can do whatever the hell I want, and they go and do whatever the hell they
Oh.
want. And like I had a friend who, like became Christian. I think in like middle school or something like that.
Hmm.
And after that, he was like, oh sweet, I'm saved. So like I can just literally do whatever I want. He went on to like be a massive druggie and like live like this huge crazy life, constantly drunk, constantly like crossfaded, and I think he died in a car accident when I was like 17.
Hmm.
And but he was like, oh yep, that's my life, and I was like, well, that's not how it, like, it's like total betrayal basically. I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I
technically
don't
he
know. It
still
just
gets
doesn't
in.
sound fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. He tried to sell drugs to my older sister.
Yeah. See
Like, while
what,
my mom,
like,
while my mom was babysitting his kids.
yeah. See, that's crazy.
It seems a little unfair, but I guess that's how it works.
Well, and it's like it's free will. At the end of the day, that's the whole reason we can do it is free will, right?
Hmm.
The whole reason we are allowed to sin It's because God was like, okay, I want to make the universe and I want to make people in it because I think that'd be super cool, and
Pretty dope.
I would love to do that. But it would be kind of boring if they all just sat there and did whatever I told them at all times, like robots. You know.
Yeah, like a
And
Sims
also
game.
like if he wants your love isn't genuine if it's forced, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like those crazy people who have like arranged marriages that aren't actually in love. Like that's not real love. Do you think the God of
Yeah.
the universe who wants to love you and have a relationship with you and like a personal relationship, like wants you to have like a fake love that's like forced because you don't have any free will? No. So
Mhm.
he gives us free will and he goes, okay, you can disobey me if you want, but by disobeying me, you're saying you don't want to be with me. Like you don't want to be with me forever. So when you die,
Uh huh.
that's why you would end up going to hell, is because that's what sin is. All sin it really is separation from God. So
Mhm.
when like Christians come up and they're like, "Oh, you're a sinner, you're going to hell," it's like, yeah, but like everybody's a sinner. Like we were all
Uh huh.
separated from God. Being a
Do you
sinner
think
isn't a
that God at
bad
least gives
thing.
them a
It's
stern
just,
talking to when they get there?
do I
You
think
know, a
God
little.
does?
Yeah, like hey, like man, that was a little unfair, but all right, come on in.
Specifically, the Bible says that when you get there, like if you're not a Christian and you're not saved, like God,
Uh huh.
the Lord's specific words are, "Depart from me, you workers of iniquity. I did not know you." And what that means is
Mhm.
that there will be people that go to that die someday and like go to Judgment Day basically,
Uh huh.
and we all just sit there at Judgment Day and wait our turn, I guess. But we all get there, and there are going to be people there who are like, "Wait, I'm definitely Christian. Like, why can't I get in? Like, like I love you." And it'll be because there were people who did all the good deeds, because like Catholics believe like good deeds get you into heaven,
Uh huh.
basically, like being
Yeah, I
basically
know.
the gist of it. But they believe like, oh yeah, being good is like what gets you into heaven, and that's not it at all. And so there will be people who are like, oh, I did all these good deeds, like the Bible says to, and it's like, yeah, the Bible says to do good deeds, but the good deeds aren't what get you into heaven. So
Mhm.
like there will be people who get there and just like straight up are like, wait, but I thought I was, and God's gonna be like, you definitely weren't. You definitely didn't read the Bible. Like, you should have paid a little bit more attention to the fine detail right there that says it's faith, trust, and pixie dust, not work your butt off. Because otherwise, Jesus literally did die for nothing. Like
Mhm.
if all it takes is for you to get into heaven is that you do good deeds, well then like that was dumb. Like you know. So and then there will be people there who like chose not to, because most atheists actually believe that God exists and all that, but they don't like that He exists, and so they choose not to believe in Him,
Uh huh.
type of thing, or like they just like don't want to have to live with the fact that somebody else, like a higher being, is in control of their life. So they
Uh huh. Yeah.
choose not to believe that, and God knows that, and God's gonna get there someday, and they're gonna be like, "Yep, frick you," and He's gonna be like, "All right, see ya." Like you made your choice, basically. Um, so there's that
Uh huh. Yeah. Yeah.
scenario, and then there's the people who are Christian and like actually like Jesus and love Him and all that stuff, and they're like, "Thank you for dying and saving me, so I could even like be here with you." Because let's be real, if in our scenario God exists and He's the creator of the universe, like I personally believe, I'm gonna be very
Mhm.
happy to be hanging out with the creator of the universe. That's pretty freaking cool. That's pretty
And not be
slick.
hanging out with a snail.
Yeah, not be hanging out with the snail, basically. So for people who are like, oh yeah, like who don't believe in it, I'm like, why? Why would you not believe in it? Like, for
Mhm.
one, there's not really much you lose. There's not much to lose by believing in Jesus, really.
I mean, there
There's some
isn't if
worldly
your other
stuff.
belief.
Yeah, if your
It
other
is if your
belief.
other belief, and then like that one turned out to be true, then you'd be losing some stuff, and then because they went back on their belief
Hmm.
in that scenario. So
But
depending on your
let's say in
scenario,
your scenario, reincarnation is real,
hmm
right? And Jesus
yeah,
Christ isn't real. So let's say
yeah.
you die, there is no heaven or whatever, you just get reincarnated. Well, your first reincarnation is just going to be kind of crap. But after that, you're going to know reincarnation is real.
Well, you don't have memories from your past lives, in my belief.
Oh, okay.
It's comes from like the Krishna consciousness belief of reincarnation.
Mm-hmm.
It would be pretty dope if I could remember, because
Yeah, because
you
once
know.
you remember, it's like, well, what are you doing about it?
That defeats the point of reincarnation to a point, because then it's like immortality,
Mm-hmm.
and you just remember and you get bored of life because you remember everything you've ever done. You know,
So then in your belief system,
it's more like
what's the defining factor about whether or not you get reincarnated as a good thing, I guess? Or I mean, like, what's the main goal of your belief?
you're working your way. Like you get good karma in each life, and with
Mm-hmm.
each life, you're able to get closer and I haven't worked out myself like fully on what I believe because I'm
Mm-hmm.
still so young. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm
Sure.
just I just like parts of different religions.
Mm-hmm.
But from what this mind specifically comes from, and I'm not sure which part it is yet, specifically it comes from Krishna consciousness, and what you're doing is each time you're working your way closer to God. And so with each life, you gain more good or bad karma. And you may not remember, but like, say you find your way to Krishna, which is the god's name.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you find your way to that. And then in the next life, you have that good karma. So you will find your way back to him again because you had that good karma.
Okay.
And each time it gets easier, and
Mm-hmm.
your life gets better. And sometimes you fall your way back. Like, there are tests like you got a lot of good karma in one life, and then you got super rich. And
Mm-hmm.
because you became an asshole when being super rich and took all of that for granted, like you knew of Krishna consciousness and you knew like all of that stuff, and then you chose to go off and burn orphanages, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Like, and then you get bad karma again, and it's like you lose points almost. It's like you go back a save,
Okay.
or several saves, you know?
Gotcha.
So it's almost like levels,
Okay.
which is
Okay.
the easiest way to say it. And then for this, what you're trying to do is slowly make your way closer and closer, and eventually, you make your way to you make your way to heaven pretty much. It's like heaven, and you
Okay.
make your way to God.
Gotcha.
So a lot of people say that like Krishna consciousness and like Christians, they have like similar beliefs. It's just the way to get there is different because like we still go to a heaven type place.
Okay.
You know, it's just the way that we get there is more takes longer.
Okay.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so that's how that works. And
Gotcha.
you don't remember, and some people remember, and there are different stories of why people remember. Like you were a monk,
Mm-hmm.
or you were like really like you were really there with God.
You're
You were
really
really
spiritual.
working. You were really spiritual, and so God let you remember your past life. And I'm just gonna say God because the name's a mouthful.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, and you were more spiritual, so you remembered, so that you were able to continue on your spiritual path more easily. Or you may not remember, but you have like inklings to your past life, which
Gotcha.
is, people say like, oh, it's deja vu, which deja vu isn't that, but like, I'm just going to explain it with deja vu. Like, you have a feeling like, oh, I feel like I've done this before, and this really resonates with me.
Mm-hmm.
And so then you happen to do it because you like it. And that's like, maybe a memory from a past life or something, or maybe a inkling
Gotcha.
from a past life. And
Okay.
that's how that works. And, we weren't always this. Like, my parents only recently, like, not recently, I was 5, but I wasn't super into it
Mm-hmm.
till like I was older, and even now I'm not like super like reading about it, which I'm going to do more research on all of this stuff when I'm a little older,
Mm-hmm.
because currently it just kind of confuses me. So I just kind of take a little bit of each thing. So
Right.
I'm not like a monk who knows all this stuff, but that's what I've been told about this specific religion. And I'm
Gotcha.
not sure about like the actual God, right? But I do like the reincarnation and getting more spiritually up,
Hmm.
level up.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure what the end is
Gotcha.
personally. But I believe in the reincarnation and getting more spiritually lifted each time, or
Interesting.
not, depending on if you're an asshole.
Yeah. So what happens if you're an asshole?
If you're an asshole, you will eventually. What the lowest thing is like there is a rock bottom, and with that, once you hit your rock bottom, which a lot of people think animals are rock bottom,
Hmm.
because animals can't take on karma. Animals can't bring karma.
Mm-hmm.
So once you reach that, you're rock bottom, and you can only go up again.
Gotcha.
But even if you like get bad karma, in each life you get the option to go back to this, like to get good karma and to go back to this like religion. You start off as a blank slate,
Mm-hmm.
so you can really, it's harder to go down than up, because when you're going up, you're getting more karma. It's easier each time, right? But if you go down, it's not like it gets harder each time. You go down, the next life is worse,
Mm-hmm.
or the left, maybe not even worse. The next life is just harder to get to the next step.
Mm-hmm.
Some people think you go down, some people think you just stay at that level, and it's harder to go up. And then you live out that life, you get the options to be a good person again. And then if you're a good person, you go up, and if not, you stay in the same place for the next life. And each life gives you different options. Like you might be raised in a household that believes in this religion, or you might be raised in in a household where they teach you to be really good, or you might be raised in a house with like a harder life. It all just depends. Or eventually you might become an animal and you can't gain karma.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can only go up. And in the specific religion, Krishna consciousness, if you hear the name Krishna as an animal, that's helping, or like you can't gain or lose karma except for hearing the name of God. That's the only way you can gain karma as an animal.
Mm.
And it's not like once you became an animal, you're not going to stay an animal, even if you don't hear the name. It's just you're sure to get a better, easier life the next life.
And this just goes on forever?
No, a lot of people believe, and I believe that there is an end, like where you go to you basically go to heaven eventually. Once
okay.
you've become spiritual enough and you've learned enough throughout your past lives, and you've done
but
enough.
I mean, like, what for the people who never do that and are always animals? Like, does the universe always just exist? Does the universe end at a certain point, and they're like, well, I guess I'm just gonna die as an animal? What happens to them?
A lot of people believe there's other planets and other universes and other things like that, and that it goes on forever to a certain extent.
Okay.
Or like, I guess metaverse is another thing too that some people believe in this religion. There's a lot of there is the hardcore religion, but I haven't studied that a lot. I've just been a lot of people who have theories on this religion. I kind of want to read about it because it's very interesting.
Yeah.
I want to read like the actual like hardcore what they believe. But like there's other planets, there's other worlds and different things like that. And also like your life, it isn't like time isn't a straight line. Like you can get reincarnated back in time in this religion. So like it's not like if the world ends, you can be reincarnated back in time.
That's trippy because it's like, then how do you know there's not only one soul that's actually being reincarnated?
A lot of people think about that because you can be born in the same time. Like my grandmother could be me, kind of something like that,
Yeah.
So some people think that like that happens and like you each have your own planet, which I'm not sure about that, but where other people think that like there's a certain amount of souls and there's so many planets that it's okay and we just span out, enough, and there's so many worlds. But like I it really is trippy thinking that you might be the only person. These are just different time versions of you, working their way up. So yeah. There's a lot of head thinking, brain fucking,
Yeah, okay.
There's a lot of brain fuck to this sometimes. But I want to read the book because it sounds like there's a lot of stuff that I don't know because I haven't actually done the research. It's all been what I've been told through other believers of this, that I haven't read.
Here comes yellow.
Oh, yellow.
Okay, that was pretty weird.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, our bed's destroyed. Let me know if you want to play something else, by the way.
I guess it's time to go over there then. Item shop. I'll take some blocks.
You still alive?
Yeah, I'm still alive.
That's fun. I'm dead.
Sucks to be you. Guess you gotta reincarnate.
I will. See you next
hey,
game.
Person. Rude. Okay, well I guess. Okay.
Time to get reincarnated.
So that's interesting then. Because like when you tell me all that, and of course you don't know everything like you said, but like I hear so many plot holes in that.
Yeah. But definitely, I don't know as much. Like you've been raised Christian. I was not raised in this. Like I was raised Christian.
Interesting.
So I've only been really doing this, like researching for 3 years. My parents have been in this religion since I was 5, but I've only been researching it for a few years.
Yo, cat's on break. Yo, what up, cat?
But yeah, I definitely want to read about it because it's really interesting. Even if it's not real, it's interesting. I do like researching other religions. I really want to do that.
Green's making his moves. Red's making their moves.
Oh, you know what? I could pull up your stream and then get your POV.
Probably.
There you
What
go.
I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bridge
So
this
yeah,
way.
this was an interview. Are there any other questions?
I had one. What was it? Oh yeah. How does it
How
feel to
does it
be
feel to be
the
so
ultimate
awesome?
wielder of weapons of power? Green's
Pretty
here
good.
too. Frick off, Green.
Oh, did they at least bring like a housewarming gift?
Piss off, Green. Green and red, you gonna fight?
You know what? We're doomed. We were screwed
Wow, they
from the
just
start.
really didn't like us.
Yeah. Goodness. It feels pretty good. Have no clue how I got the last one.
Hmm.
It was just dumb luck.
Yeah, so I've been thinking about I really got to work hard to make sure that doesn't happen again. So the next one I might make like underground.
I
Something like
told
that.
you
Yeah,
that I
that's
would
all
do
it.
it in 2 minutes, and I was correct. You
But that's
said
the
I
thing.
wouldn't. You said
So
it was
I
gonna take
was I did a
hours.
ton of research on it on the chorus fruits because the
Hmm.
chorus fruit is only supposed to be able to teleport you to a block within 8 blocks of you.
Uh-huh.
So the fact you teleported outside and then you teleported like 200 blocks to the very bottom like shouldn't work. Which is
Hmm.
why I wasn't like prepared for it, I guess, because like there were certain
It's not
rooms where
supposed
you
to
had to use the
happen.
chorus fruit, and there was a 8 block thick floor, so you couldn't accidentally just go to the next floor using the
I
chorus
was
fruit.
trying to get through
Mm-hmm.
the whole thing, and I couldn't because I kept just teleporting to the room.
Yeah.
So I was trying to finish it because I wanted to see what all you had, but I just kept teleporting from different rooms, and then I would teleport to the main room again.
Yeah. And I realized, were you standing in a corner the first time you used it?
No, I was standing directly against a wall. You know where you're the first level, you go
Mm-hmm.
from one end of the lava pool to the next.
Yeah.
I was just standing on that, and then I ate it.
Yeah, see, so I realized the next room down from there, like
Hmm.
the room after the lava where you're just like the lava's right above you.
Hmm.
I realized that if you stand in the back right corner and you eat a chorus fruit, it just takes you outside for whatever reason. Like, and that's the only area that it takes you outside immediately.
Mm.
And I don't know why it
Hmm.
does that because it shouldn't do that. Like I said, it should be 8 blocks. You can't go any farther than that. But for whatever reason,
Yeah.
it didn't. So
Uh-huh.
I gotta surround the next cube completely in
Are you
bedrock
sure
for
it's
like
not like
60
eight blocks?
blocks.
Are you sure it's not like 8 blocks are the closest available block?
Yeah, 8 blocks to the closest available block.
Hmm. Okay, okay. Well, have fun building that.
Right? Yeah.
I kind of want to build like if someone else gets the sticks, or even if not, I kind of want to build a council room for everyone to, because I don't want to make the only decision to see who releases Steven. So I'm gonna build a council room and invite everyone to talk about what we should do with the sticks.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Because I want to get everyone's opinions on what we think we should do. Personally want to release Steven, of course.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
But who knows? Maybe I'm the one of the fourth gods because I got that in like 2 seconds flat. My heart just started every time. Like the first time I got it, like my heart started racing. Like is someone gonna come on the server and kill me immediately? And this time, like I got down and it teleports you on the top of the building, and I immediately ran for like ender chest because I had no armor on me because I had just been in the cube.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh god, I was scared. But I don't know if I can keep up this streak. We'll see, I guess.
Yeah.
What? We're not very good at this game.
Okay. That's some reach hacks. That's some reach hacks. You don't cancel my momentum in the air. It's a little crazy. Are we all dead? We're literally all dead.
Wanna play a different game?
Sure. I'm not very good at Bed Wars or like Egg Wars or even Sky Wars, honestly. The
I'm not
Wars
good at
games.
anything with PvP.
Yeah.
TNT games?
Sure.
Mm?
I like TNT Tag. That's always fun. I'm gonna go see if I can get more ice cream or if they ate it all. Be right back.
Okay, good. Hurry up, because I'm getting in the game.
You guys have more of that ice cream or are you done?
Oh, what's
Hey,
in
I'm
the
back.
game?
Nobody gave it to me, suckers.
I don't know why. You're just too lucky.
That's because I'm a ninja. They can't see me.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, there's like 3 of them just having a TNT party over there. Look at you just hiding.
Wait, I'm confused. Are you... Can you see me? Where are you?
I'm coming. Oh, I'm watching your stream and I'm trying to find you.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Doing alright.
Come here often.
Yeah. Hey! You rude. Get your own pillar. Go over there.
No! It's my pillar now. Well, that one looks better now.
Ah!
Stop taking the good one!
Fine, I'll stand here.
Is this abuse?
I'm gonna
This
get
is
it,
assault.
and you're gonna have to die from TNT.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Not me.
Oh my gosh, you got fine. Fine. You bully. Oh yeah?
Yeah? I thought there was like a TNT person behind me and that's why you stopped. I got super scared. Oh, that launched you. Oh! Do you have it? Are you coming after me? You have it, don't you? No. Where are you? Oh, no. Where are you?
I'm hiding.
Don't. That's a TNT person right next to me. Ah, don't do it. Ah.
Meow. Uh-oh, 24 seconds.
Haha. Get ready to die. Please die, please die, please die. Oh, I see you.
Oh, hey, I
Oh,
gave
come
it away
on.
just in time.
Aww.
I didn't even realize that. I clicked them and then I ran and then they exploded.
Hey, I need to get out of this hiding place now in case I get it. No, I don't have it.
Oh, what, you want it? You want
No,
it, little
but I
rat?
need...
Come here.
No, I don't want it. But I wanted to be able to run away if I had it.
18 seconds.
Die, die, die.
13.
Please don't find me.
12. 11. 10. 9. 8.
Oh, don't jump out of nowhere. Don't jump out of nowhere.
5. 4. 3. 2.
I'm so
One.
scared.
Oh, I died.
Oh, phew. You
No,
scared
you're
me.
gonna start as it.
No.
Yeah.
Please, no. Nope.
Oh, he almost got you. Dang it.
I'm getting all of my skills from collecting the most powerful sticks in the world are at use right now. Please, is there anything behind me, Wedgie? Are you gonna tell
No,
me if
there's
there
nothing
is?
behind you.
There
There's
is,
literally
isn't there?
nobody. No,
You're
there's
lying.
nobody
No,
nearby
you're
you. You're
lying.
the farthest
No, you're
away.
lying. You're lying to me.
There's a guy at spawn. Oh wait, he's
You're
dead.
lying.
It doesn't matter. You're about to go back to the middle.
Get ready to run, but also hit at the same time. No, 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 no. No! Get back here, dude! No!
Oh no, you're screwed. You gotta find somebody else. Where are the other people?
No!
Oh, it's just you and him, I think. Oh my
How do I
gosh,
get up there?
it's literally just you and him.
How do I get up there?
I don't know.
Oh,
Take your
there's
time. 9
these
seconds.
leaves. Stop it. You're
Five,
scaring me.
4, 3,
No.
2.
Goodbye.
Oh, people are here. Okay.
Well, I did better than you, so it's still okay.
Oh wait, there was one other person. What the heck?
I made it 4th, I think. So I still did better than you, so I'm happy. That was really what I was going for. So I have a question for you. What do you want to happen with the sticks?
What would I like to happen with these things?
Do you think Steven should be released now that people have gave you so many theories about like maybe Steven being the good one and the other one's being the evil one and all of that?
Do you want to know my canonical answer as my character?
Yeah.
So my canonical answer is I still don't trust anybody for shit. Don't trust anything. Which is strange, because like I don't even trust the 4 gods really, or whatever. Although they did give me power, which like incentivizes that I should be able to trust them somewhat. But like people have been given power before and been wrong, so like.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very weird because it's like, what if there's a time? Maybe he is the good god, right? And what if there's a time frame that he has to be released by? Otherwise, he like dies or something like that. And what if me being apathetic? Because right now I'm very happy. Nothing too crazy is going on. People have the
Also, may I say, you're doing a terrible job at keeping people out of that cube.
I am.
Like that's your job. Like, no, like you've kept no one out of that cube.
What's TNT Run?
Huh?
What's TNT?
You've never played TNT Run?
Is that this TNT Spleef game?
No, it's the TNT. You're walking on top of sand, and as the sand is falling out beneath you.
Oh, this. Okay, I've played this, but I'm like bad at it.
I'm pretty good. I'm like a god at it.
Yeah, it's deads. I know. Alright, well I guess I'll have it then. It's very strange, because, like, what if, Steven gets out and he's the bad god? Okay, that's not too good. What if he gets out and he's the good god? That's not too bad. Well, what if nothing happens? Like, what, me doing nothing right now, basically nothing is happening. Which I'm kind of okay with, because nothing's gone wrong, nothing bad.
I mean, a lot's happening with you doing nothing, though. I mean, with you doing nothing, 2 sticks have been acquired. By me,
no, I mean, by me... How do I say it? Uh-oh. I don't have double jump? Uh-oh.
Yes, you do.
No, it's not working. Oh, that's
I just
terrible.
fell like 3 layers.
Oh, I have to look up if I want to go up.
Yeah.
I went down like 4 layers.
I went down like 3, so don't worry about it.
I was on the very top layer and I didn't make it. Uh-oh. Now I'm on the very bottom layer.
Oh, now I'm on the very bottom.
Oh,
I'm gonna
have
try
0
to
double jumps. That's why. Okay, well, so yes, players have the sticks, but like what I mean when I say that's not bad, I mean like they haven't done anything bad with it, yet, as far as I know.
I
Um,
would if more people were on the server.
I bet you would.
You know I would.
But like, so far nothing like horribly, horribly wrong has happened. You know, nothing has gone horribly wrong. So like, I'm kind of cool
Uh-huh.
with it right now. And when I say like doing nothing, I mean like not making a choice to release him or keep him locked in. Like
Yeah.
him not existing right now isn't a bad thing. Like nothing is like going terribly wrong because he doesn't exist as of yet.
I died.
Wait, did I win? Oh, I won.
You won!
Oh,
I've only ever won this game once.
it's really easy. Just don't panic, and get good. But like so, nothing is going. Oh hi, what's up? Nothing has gone terribly wrong from him not being unlocked. But like, what if something good happens and he's unlocked? I don't know. It's very weird. I'm like very indecisive.
I'm gonna tell you, if I get one more stick,
You're just gonna lose
probably.
it.
Oh no, yeah, I'm probably gonna start doing some stuff with these sticks.
Okay.
I'm really wanting to go. I'm planning on like from this meeting area. I'm planning on hollowing out a cave, making a lava lake, having the meeting area in the middle of the lava lake, and then just having the throw off stick. So if anyone is like misbehaving during
You
the
throw a
meeting, I'll
stick
just
into the
throw them into.
fire.
No, I was gonna use this knockback stick and knock them into the fire.
Oh.
Right off
Okay.
their little like island, you know. Also, I kind of want to do a test where in this meeting I'm gonna hold a fake stick
Yeah.
and see who goes after me. Because the rules of the meeting is you can't bring any weapons or armor, so I won't wear any armor.
Oh, gotcha.
So I want to see if everyone just goes after me.
Interesting.
See who my real allies are.
That's a good thought process, I guess.
Yeah.
As
And then I want to
for-
see what everyone goes for with if everyone wants to, release Steven, and I'll probably do whatever the least amount of people want to do.
Well, and it's weird because like they only specified that like so the gods never said that I couldn't release Steven. They really just said that I couldn't open the cube. And I guess opening the cube does mean the release of Steven, but I'm assuming that we're banking on the idea that opening the cube and releasing Steven is the bad thing. We're not banking on the idea that releasing the opening the cube might do something else bad than releasing Steven. Like maybe Steven's not. Maybe Steven just happens to be stuck in the cube, and the cube is actually the bad thing. We haven't really thought about that, you know.
Like Pandora's box.
Yeah.
I just want to meet Steven. Also, I love that his name is Steven now. So
I swear,
much.
He's gonna get out and be like, "Who do you talk about, Steven? My name's James." Like he's not. Gonna,
I named
like,
you. Sorry, no, dude. I named you Steven. You're Steven now.
He's gonna be like, "My name's Glorblock the Destroyer. Bow down." They're gonna be like, "Steven." He's gonna be like, "What?"
Sure,
like,
Steven.
Like yeah. You guys are just gonna gaslight him. Yeah, like sure, Steven, whatever. Like. Yeah.
I'm excited for him to see his throne.
I don't think I've seen the throne. Did you do the new throne yet? Is it done?
Yeah, I did. It's done. You want to see it?
I kind of want to see it. Yeah.
All right, we can go into the server.
Do you have the new IP yet?
The new let me see.
So go to the
I don't think no, I didn't.
on the Discord.
Yeah, I
'Cause
didn't.
We changed server hosts, so I like had to move everything over. It's all there. It was just a pain in the butt. But yeah, so we have the new IP now.
Let me see announcements. Okay. Now let me say this out loud for stream as I type it in.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're whitelisted still, so I don't think it matters. I haven't checked because I don't have another alt account that I'm gonna unwhitelist.
Well, that's no fun.
I guess I have to make my way to your house. Do I have?
My house is pretty cool. You should do that.
You too.
Yeah.
I thought you were Josh.
No. Where is Josh?
Oh, you know what? I think he's at work.
All night?
Yeah, probably. Yep. Okay.
Oh, I'm at the cube. I need to make my way to my house too. I'm gonna kill
Cube?
myself.
Oh no, wait. Can we just walk there? Oh, you just
sure.
lit everything on fire.
Help! Help! I'm gonna die!
Get in the Oh. Well, I should be in creative mode. I didn't realize in creative mode.
Yeah, I died. Never mind. See you there.
Great.
You can
Well,
teleport
now-
to me.
Well, now I gotta make a chest. Hold on.
Or you
I'm
have
gonna
magic
be-
powers. Can't you just teleport to
I
me?
can, but I accidentally broke what's her face? I broke somebody's
What?
chest. I
You
don't
broke
remember.
someone's face?
No, I broke somebody's chest with their stuff in it because I'm in the editor mode right now.
Oh.
I forgot to change back. Nope, that's spectator. I want survival. I've been
I wish
doing...
more people played on here.
Well, it's because of school. Nobody's on here because of school. Like, I'm not even on here because of
Oh
school.
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm homeschooled. Lucky me.
Yeah, lucky you. Alright, let's see.
Oh, hi.
What have you got here?
This isn't my house.
Oh.
I don't know if you can tell.
No, this is like novellas, isn't it?
Yeah, there's my house. I'm very low. Very low. Help. Shield me. Oh, I'm at 3 hearts. There it is.
We're gonna die.
Such a
We're
good
gonna
looking
die.
house. I'm not gonna die, you're gonna die. I'm gonna live. Stop! You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to be like my meat shield.
Oh, hurry up. Why can't I get out? Oh my gosh.
Because you're just bad. Have some food.
Yeah.
I know I just insulted you, but...
You're bad. Can I have food?
I'm working on the stairs a little bit more. I don't know if you've seen that
There's
yet.
a lot of stairs. They're
Yeah.
really good though.
There's a lot so you can really enjoy all of them.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's down this way. Oh, no, it's down this way. I forgot where my mind was. It's been a while.
Wait. Oh, it's over here. Oh, is it in the mine?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I used an existing cave.
Hmm. Excited to see what's gonna happen.
I think you have seen it, but maybe not.
If I've seen it, I don't remember. Oh yeah, I've seen this. I do remember now.
It's pretty good. Eh?
I like the little twinkly noise.
And, you know, it still has this to see, you know, test
Yeah.
if you're a god or not.
Yeah, not right now.
Yep. Still not possessed.
Still not possessed.
Oh, the things. Okay, yeah. Anyway, this is it, pretty much.
You need to fix the parkour, right?
Yeah. Still haven't been on since I got the stick. Ow! Still not a god.
It's just how we test. We just walk up and slap people.
Uh-huh. But I'm I'm excited.
You guys play Elden Ring?
And then over here,
No.
You want to try it?
Sure.
Since I know you probably...
You've seen Dark Souls, right?
It's going to be like a $60 try, you know, because once you play, you're going to be hooked. And
No,
you're gonna have to get
My
it.
friends are
I'm
in my
already
room.
planning on
Hi,
buying it.
chicken.
I
Hello.
don't have any money as of right now.
If you want to try it, you can.
For sure, for sure.
You might
Yeah,
like
I'm
it.
definitely
If
gonna
you've
buy
ever
it,
seen Dark
but-
Souls, the "You Died" screen, where everybody just rages because they can't beat any of the bosses, it's made by that company. It's the same game. No, no. Oh well. When are you gonna get a PC?
Oh, I have no clue. I don't have a job, so
You
I
gotta
can't-
get a job, boy.
I'm 14.
I know. Who cares? Figure something out. Tax evasion. I don't care.
my
I'm doing good,
14-year-old
chicken.
sister has a job.
Wait, what? Your 14-year-old sister has a job?
Yeah.
How? Does she have like a
She
work
works for my...
permit?
No, my mom has a small business and she works for her.
Oh, well, my friend's right here. His dad is a doctor, so no, small business.
So become a
does not work.
doctor.
Yeah, yeah, just become a
Damn.
doctor. Okay.
Easy, man. You got it. You get an even better job.
Skeletons, you literally had a diamond sword.
Oh yeah, we were kind of just running around. I don't know. I wasn't really worried about dying actually.
You're like, I'm gonna die. I'm like, you're hitting with your fist, not watching.
Chicken, how are you doing? Are you doing good? This is on the creator SMP, by the way. We're on here right now. If you want to get on.
Ow.
Hit space.
I don't like... I'm starting to like less that I put all this magma here. Where'd you go?
I went up the stairs.
Wow, you could've
All the
told
way
me.
up.
You just left me in a cave?
You're so far. What if I shoot you?
Please don't.
Yeah. Did it not blow up? I don't think it blew up.
I'm God, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, Wedgie.
What?
When will you understand I'm God?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Just hit me and did nothing.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, should I just go back in my cage then? With my chest with one piece of wheat and some wheat seeds. You're like, here, eat this bush. Jeez Louise, how am I supposed to do this? Bro. Oh, that's the knockback stick.
Yeah.
What? All right, hold on.
I'll get you some food.
I'm not saying you can't play your Xbox.
Friends bullying.
My friend's bullying you? Sheik, were you smacking him?
Yes! Prisoner! I gave him raw chicken, though.
You gave me raw chicken?
Yeah.
Well, you.
I'm a good, like, prison guard,
I'm a
okay?
good prison warden. I beat my prisoners and I give them food. How can you reach me from there?
Okay, how many times am I going to have to say this? God.
Can you reach me now?
Yes.
Yeah, freedom! No, let me out! Run away! Stairs!
Do you want me to stop hitting you?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I
Use
like
your
half a heart
words.
with a golden heart.
Wait, come here. Okay, I wanted to show you something, Wedgie, actually, that I noticed. Knockback stick. Come here.
I'm coming.
I noticed something.
I'm coming.
Stand here.
Wait.
On this corner.
Oh. Right.
So you know how it didn't go very far before?
Mm-hmm.
Don't shift. It goes farther now. It goes farther with animals. So you saw how far I hit you, right?
Yeah. Well, so I
Now, let me
tried
show-
to make it, like, knock back 1,000, and it caps
Yeah, it
at,
does it
like,
with
250. Oh, it does it with animals?
Yeah.
Really?
Let me show you.
So you can launch animals farther than you can launch people.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta get up this hill.
Let me get you out of your pen first. There you go. No. I've been on an Origins SMP, and now
Oh
I'm
my
used to being
gosh,
eligible
that's a
to
lot of
before.
cows.
Yeah. It's not animal abuse.
It's not animal abuse, I swear. What? Wait.
It's gone. They disappear. Come look at this one. Come look at this one.
Hold on. I want to try something. I want to get a glowing arrow on him. I'll get another one out. And
There.
then, hold on.
I got one. It's right here.
You have a glowing arrow?
No, get this one.
Oh,
You have
okay.
to get the blue air. I got another cow.
Spectral... Where is it? Spectral arrow. Okay.
Watch out, it's 3 health.
Oh, well.
Yeah. We gotta get one of them out like this. 1 second. Okay, who wants freedom?
Who wants freedom? You just opened the... None of them are gonna get out. They're all equally pushing.
Come on.
All
There you
right.
go. Good job. The lucky winner. Now you won't be used for me. Nope. Okay, one of you's gotta die now. Can't be 2. There
Oh,
you
wait,
go.
hold on.
No, that one.
How many golden arrows do you have?
There we go.
It's gonna. I'm gonna kill it when
Launch
I
it.
hit it. It's at 1% health.
It is?
Yeah.
How do you have a client? Is that what you're using?
Oh yeah, I have it
Hold
from
on,
the.
let me get a bow. This is a good testing since I haven't actually tested
I
this
totally.
thing.
I forgot you don't have this. I have it from the Origins SMP. I don't know how to get the mod off, but whatever.
Okay.
But hey, more freedom. Come on.
We're just killing your cows.
It's freedom, but you might die. So come out at your own risk. There you go. Good job, Bessie. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Wait for it to stop running and then just I'll give you the key.
I would like it to be at a better angle. Like do you have any wheat so that like we can get to an edge?
There's one wheat in your thingy.
No, I mean
it's-
wheat.
No, I know.
Oh, I thought you said meat. Oh, okay. It's like I can't feed a cow beef.
All right, just go like right here. Get, like right
Ready?
here and like click it right on the butt. It gets so small. And it's I mean like the glowing effect wore off, but like I know it hit that mountain and probably exploded. Honestly,
Yeah.
I want to go look. Hold on.
They don't die when you hit them against things like that. I had a lot of fun playing with it. Also, I do like that no one's on here when because I can play with my magical sticks
That's true.
without worrying about someone coming up and killing me
I'll
to
put my
death.
rabbit back and then I might be able to get on. Hey, not chicken. Oh, hi. Is this Goosey? Is this Goosey in the Twitch? I'm in creative. Hold on.
Peter.
Oh boy.
It goes way less, but isn't that weird? It goes so far with like cows.
I don't know if I can up it at all, honestly. I'm not sure.
Oh no, you don't have to. It's fine. That's enough to protect myself.
Yeah, you'll be able to launch people into lava with that.
Yeah, I'll definitely be able to do that.
Oh, Lily gave me chicken to eat. Oh, gotcha.
Hey, I mean that's maybe more of a punishment. You know, you have to eat your friend.
I have to eat my friends. There's some friends I would like to eat.
Oh, I have poison potatoes. Even better. I do keep this prison stocked for whenever you come back.
That's good.
So
No!
apologize.
No. No! Chicken's here. Hi, chicken. Oh my
Think
gosh,
I can
how are
give
you
you
faster
one-
than me?
God.
I need to eat a golden apple and we'll die. Ah!
I can see how much health you're at too, which helps.
What all my slots are? I scroll.
Oh.
Or I can use the numbers, but...
Yeah, I use numbers.
Oh my gosh.
That makes whenever I've gone
Oh my gosh, Lily, how are you so fast?
You don't need me to answer that.
fireworks.
Nope.
Oh, no.
You could have. I would have stopped if you asked me to. Just so you know.
I know. Wait, why am I here? I'm supposed to be at home.
Home sweet home.
I'm supposed to be at
Okay.
home.
You know, if you use your words, you know,
Use your words.
you wouldn't be dead.
Violence is never the answer.
Oh, chicken. Was there too much violence?
Uh-oh, chicken left. No. I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Do you want an enchanted golden apple?
And what? Yes.
Okay, 1 second. Here you go.
You have earned favor with the gods. Ah.
I found a lot of dungeons, so I've gotten
You got
I got
such
a.
a cool house.
It's not as good as I wanted it to turn out.
Yeah, it is. What do you mean?
I need to build another. So I'm planning on building another one on the other side of the ravine and then having a rope bridge. But like, I haven't done anything with upstairs, and I like my houses to be like, you know, they're pretty, but they're functional too. You know.
That's true. It probably doesn't need to be as tall as it is, but it's still
Yeah.
pretty cool.
The upstairs were for Reed to use, because, you know, I'm actually teamed with Reed, but Reed doesn't come on here.
Mm.
So Reed lives with me, and the upstairs are hers.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
It's not loading you in. What do you mean it's not loading you in? Chicken left the game.
Chicken,
Wait, you
Chicken
were
has had
just
this
here.
problem before, too.
That's true, haven't you? You've had this issue before.
Oh, there's rotten flesh in my mailbox. I'll put that in your prison.
Chicken joined the game. Okay, Chicken, you're here. You're here. You're here. You're still here. You've got full bars. Server saved the game. You haven't been kicked yet. You still
I
have
don't know where my nether pants went. I guess I gotta go steal one
lagging
from
like
my...
crazy. Really?
Here, check out your knife.
Yeah, just don't cut off your fingers.
Sounds good.
What's the...
Is it that sharp?
Yeah.
What is your friend playing with?
My knife.
Oh, that's, great. So responsible of
What
you.
is what?
What type of knife?
It's just a, I don't know, Bowie knife, I guess. It's just a blade.
It's nice.
Thank you.
Can you TP chicken here?
I can try. Hold on. I think it's working now. Wait, it's working.
Okay.
Chicken, are you cool, or do you want to be TP'd here? Wait, actually,
You could get hit with the knockback step.
I don't remember, Chicken. Have you used your free TP yet? I don't think you have you?
You could, I could trade you that golden apple for a TP for chicken.
Oh, I guess it's not free. You did pay for it.
Yeah.
How safe? Very safe. You're at Sheik's house. Although she does have 2 sticks, so I mean that's your choice.
I'm not gonna kill you. You can set your spawn here.
I don't remember what your position is on freeing Steven. Sheik really wants to free Steven.
I'm gonna hold a meeting and see. I'm gonna hold a meeting and see what everyone wants.
Oh wait, now Chicken's got super bad ping.
Yes, of course. Good job. We're on the same side then, Chicken. I was lying about asking people.
I was gonna use it for Steven.
Not really.
You're gonna use what for Steven? The stick?
The stick. Yeah.
So like free Steven or use it on Steven? That's the question.
See, I might use it on Steven anyway. I'm just gonna free him first.
You're like,
it really just.
I don't care if he's a dirtbag. I'm gonna free him and then I'll kill him. Like.
I just want whatever causes the most anarchy and destruction. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So if Steven's good, I'll probably kill him.
Gotcha.
If he's evil, I won't.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. If he's not evil, I might, because it might be fun.
Uh-huh.
Why'd you come here?
Mm-hmm.
You can see my head.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. The TP, bruh. Okay.
I paid for your TP, so...
I want to teleport to Steven. You want to teleport to Steven?
I'll let her... my golden apple can... My golden enchanted apple can be used as that TP.
Yeah, I mean...
I paid for it.
Technically, she paid for it.
I did, with a golden enchanted apple, I mean, man.
And well, here's the thing. So I guess she could TP to Steven now and then use the golden apple TP to here later.
Yeah. That's smart, you should do it that way.
Is that... Oh my gosh, okay, so we're doing this? Oh boy, alright, I can't believe this has turned into a lore stream. I need to do something. I'll be right back.
Can I give you something else so I can go too?
Great.
Because I'm going to see what's going on.
Oh, man.
So I just have to give you something that I can't craft, or like a saddle and things like that, or doesn't need to be more?
I guess. I haven't thought about it really.
Or do you want another enchanted golden apple? What's going on?
That's probably pretty good. Yeah, what's up?
For a second.
Yeah, hold on, Sheik. I'll be right back.
No problem.
Actually, I meant to hit the volume. I hit the other volume, and I don't have this enough.
Okay,
Yes,
so I have
chicken?
no clue what to
Hey.
do, and I cannot hear you, but I'm just gonna run around. Don't kill me this time.
Is...
How are you so fast?
Okay, I'm back. Press the
Oh,
go.
God.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm not gonna TP to him now. Wait, what?
They want to be live.
I would want to be live, so don't set up. Oh, so wait, are you gonna try to go live, Chicken, or no?
No, I think just a different time.
So just another day, I guess. Oh, I'm on.
Give me back my golden apple then, because I didn't pay for that.
Fell
Oh!
off. Oh boy.
So you're going live right now.
Wait. I'm not gonna TP to him right now.
Oh.
Wait, is
Yeah.
she saying? No,
I
she's
don't
not.
know.
Hold on. Chicken, let me know if you're going live right now. If not, I won't send you there. But I should probably put him where he needs to be because I haven't done that yet. No, not now. Okay. Well.
In that case, I want my golden apple back.
Okay. Let me give that back to you then.
'Cause I'm
I
not
don't know
paying
where
for
you
it.
are. Where are you at?
Well, actually, you can keep it because if you want to TP to us here now, you can just use that. Use my payment.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can VC. Hold on. Let's get into
No,
the
of
creator
course
SCP
not.
VC. We'll go to VC1. All right.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Okay. If I'm gonna do this.
Just wanted to say hi.
Hi. How you doing?
What are you up to?
I'm streaming.
Hey, are you gonna be able to? Can you come out and hang out with us guys for a little bit?
You know what? I'd teleport to Steven right now.
Like they're sitting out there, and McKaylee wants to hang out with the adults. It would be
I just came to say hi.
Be kind of cool if you could.
How's
Like,
Abby
hang
been
out
with you?
here.
Huh?
How's Abby?
Okay, that's my little message. Sorry.
All right. Do you know she's been limping and stuff lately?
Hello?
Yeah.
Grandma said she's
Hey.
maybe cancer.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But she still seems pretty
She's
happy.
still saying, well, yeah, she keeps running out. Looking
Yeah.
excited to
When
see
she, when
us.
she gets outside on like the grass, she's totally fine. Yeah, she's like, she's chilling.
So Grandma said you're working like 5 days a week now?
Yeah, Home Depot. So they give me. It's kind of random whatever days they give me off. Except I have Thursday off every week. I specifically asked for that off.
Oh, that's
because
right,
my college group.
Yeah.
But then the rest of the day, the other day they give me, it's just completely random. But yeah, so on the weekdays I work in unload. Hold on. The weekdays I work on the unload team, and so I unload the semi trucks at like 7 to 11 at night.
Yeah.
And then on the weekends I work in the garden. So I work 7, 11 tonight, and then 6 to 10 tomorrow in the garden.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Put back to back late early.
Yeah. Right.
Well, that's good though.
Yeah. So.
At least you're getting some money. Working some gas prices. You
Right,
probably need it.
right, because like our money's basically worthless right now.
I know.
Yeah, it's a big old mess, but I put most of it in the stock market, so I'm kind of happy with it.
Oh, that's good.
Although I do just sell all my stuff in a company that I own because the company's basically going bankrupt.
Oh, really?
So yeah, there's one company that made women's birth control and stuff like that, and they have a non-hormonal birth control, which apparently it's a vaginal gel, and apparently it's really good because it's non-hormonal, so you don't get all the crazy, stupid side effects from hormones. So I was like, why isn't this doing so well as it should? You know, because I'm sure there's a huge untapped market of women who don't want to deal with that.
Right.
And they were like, oh, because the FDA doesn't have a classification for our program yet. So, you know, there's different classifications for different hormonal pills and stuff like that, and different vaginal gels and different all sort like not the IUDs. I think it's an IUD, the insert.
Yeah.
So there's like copper, brass. So there's like different ones you can do for that. But like the FDA doesn't have a classification yet for non-hormonal stuff. So insurance companies don't cover it. So every time that somebody went to get their stuff and they were like, oh, but I can't afford it, you know, like normally my insurance would cover it, the company paid it to them out of their own pocket. I was like, that's good, except you're not going to make any money doing that. So yeah, so like when I first got into them, they were like maybe like $1.20, and now they're like 32.
Well, you still made money then.
No, 32 cents.
Oh, 32 cents. I thought you meant $32.
No. Yeah, no,
Oh,
like
yeah, no.
most of the shareholders have lost like 80% of their money. I probably lost like $1,000 in them overall because I own like 4K shares, so I was like way up there. But I pulled everything out, and I still have like $1,600 in there in that thing. So I'm gonna put it into like Iron Mountain or Tesla or something like that. I'll make it all back. And, yeah, I'll do something.
Sounds good.
What about you guys? What have you been doing lately?
Nothing working. That's about it.
Yeah.
Nothing.
How's Damon's thing going with his? What are they deciding for him?
He's working from home full time.
Yeah, they haven't changed their mind on that yet.
No, they closed down out here. They're in Atlanta now.
Oh really? They're like good to go.
Fully in Atlanta. Fully closed down here. So he's 100% home. Doesn't have to worry about
That's
ever
so
going in again.
nice.
Hopefully it stays that way.
Hopefully you don't have to pay for gas.
I know.
Right?
That's
Like,
good. Yeah.
dude, that's
Yeah, no,
cool.
that's good.
Okay. Nice. Yeah.
All right. I just want to come say hello
Other than
before I
that,
go to work.
other than that, I'm doing school. So I've got
Yeah, that's cool.
my physics class and my bio class. And ironically, I'm doing worse in my bio class than my physics class. I have a 70,
when you say
73 in my bio class, which is my major, by the way. Like oceanography/biotech. Biology is like my major. I should be doing really good then. I have a 73 in my bio class. I have a 96 in my physics class.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, oh, maybe I should just become a particle physicist
I
instead.
would think the physics would be harder.
Right? Like all the crazy math
Good
that
for
I'm
you for
not
the
good at,
physics.
you know? Yeah, so I'm like, man, I might like screw it with the bio, but damn, I'm doing good in my physics class. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
When do you go till June?
Yeah, so I think I get like out at June 14th.
Have you done spring break yet?
Spring break is this week, so I won't have school this Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, which is nice. Yeah.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear about abs, though.
Yeah. She's doing alright. I give her pain meds, and it was funny. The first day she really didn't like them, and then the next day I was like, "You want a treat?" And she was like, "Oh yeah."
She probably realized, hey, whatever that was, it worked.
Yeah. So she eats them now whenever I want her to. And then I got her some joint supplements too, because at first I thought she was just having like old joint pain, but she's like 10 years old, and like dogs' joints wear away.
Right.
So I got her like just chews for her joints, and I think they're helping. I don't know. She doesn't seem to be doing much worse.
No, she definitely came running out excited to see us.
Yeah, and anytime she
I
goes,
see a little bit of a limp. She walked down to the back.
yeah, anytime she goes up to the front, she doesn't limp at all. Which is really weird. Like anytime she's on the grass, she's just like, oh yeah, whatever, like don't care.
So maybe it's the hard surfaces.
That's what I've been thinking. Because she does have a lump on the inside of her elbow that I think is like, they don't know if it's cancerous or not. But regardless if it is or not, it's getting in the way of her joints and her muscles. It's like it's displacing stuff. Yeah. It's messing with her gait. Like to remove it and biopsy, it was gonna be like $1,000. I was like, no. I'll just drug you up real good.
That's the point I had to get to with Scooby. It was just gonna be too much.
Yeah.
Financially.
Well, and it's like
a lot.
And I talked to the vet and I was like, how often, like, how late do your black labs normally make it? He's like, almost all of my labs make it to like 16.
Oh, that's fine.
Almost all of my labs make it to 16, so I was like, okay, 6 more years, that's pretty decent. But I still wouldn't want to give her, like, chemo. Oh, okay, alright.
I'll let you go, Justin.
Yeah, okay. Let me, call them up.
Chat. Just wanted to catch up.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay, I'm back, but, like, now I have to go.
Alright, no problem.
So, Chicken, let me know next time you and Goosey are streaming, because I have this week off from school. So, I'm down to stream.
Alright.
Yeah. But, I'll talk to you two laters. Toodles.
Bye.
I'll put this right here.